welcome back to Fat Guy's Backpack. We are here at the Wilder Ranch Cultural Preserve today. And this video is, again, another video set up to help those and hopefully encourage those 50 and over to get out and enjoy the wilderness. I'm going to do a little panoramic view of this area just to show you where I'm at. Getting ready to head on the Berry Beach Trail. It's a short little trail today. I was here a few weeks ago for the Emerald Forest Trail, which was absolutely amazing. It really is. I didn't even know this was here. I've lived in this area for a long time, and usually we get up to Santa Cruz and then we head back. We don't usually go north of Santa Cruz. So today I thought it'd be a lot of fun to do. This is really a great area. So let me give you a quick little view. I bought my sunblock component to this camera, and what you know, I left it in the car, and I'm too lazy to go back and get it. Otherwise I'd turn the camera around and show you what I'm looking at. But let me just give you a quick little look-see of what this area is like. There's facilities over that way. There's the trail, and right here, look at that. Now behind me is the parking lot. That's not as thrilling, but this is an absolutely beautiful area. It's chilly. I'm here in the depths of the California winter. We just had a lot of rain, so everything's green. Let me show you. Look how green that is. And again, I'm using this wonderful microphone system that my granddaughter Violet gave me, so hello Violet. And I guess Sam and Myra, her parents, may have thrown in a few bucks as well. So thank you very much. Love using this thing. But what I thought we could do today is a video that kind of just something I would recommend. Okay, you're 50 and older. You're not a young kid anymore. When you go hiking, your body will remind you of that. Okay, there's just no way of getting around it. It's just going to remind you. So I'm going to talk about walking sticks or trekking poles, as it were. You can use either one. When I first got back into hiking and backpacking, I was a Boy Scout back in the olden days, back when we took the old wagon out to go in the backwoods. Well, I'm not in the old days anymore, so I've learned a lot since then. But when I first started doing this again, I thought, nope, I'm just using a walking stick. That's what this is, and I'll take a picture of it. I painted the end so to kind of save it. This I found out, and we went backpacking in the with our scout troop a few years ago, and I found this up there. I thought, this is a great walking stick. So I thought, this is what I'm going to use for hiking and backpacking. I'll never get those tracking poles. Those are for losers. I'm a real man, a real hiker. I use my walking stick. This is great. This isn't bad. It's got its pluses and negatives just like anything else. But one of the negatives is if you go hiking or backpacking with this thing, you can't fold it up and put it away when you don't need it. Okay, so it's got its point. It's got its pluses. If you're in an area where there's mountain lions or bears, it could. I mean, it's probably not gonna save you, but it may help prevent you from being attacked if you're waving this thing around. In fact, let me show you what it looks like. I'll show you the full. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is the full length of it. I've shaved off the top to give me a grip. You can put oils on here to preserve it if you want. And this is about 10 years old. Found about 10 years ago out in the woods. So it's not bad. In fact, I'm probably gonna use it on today's little day hike, just because I haven't used it in a while and it's fun to have. But one of the reasons you want to have a walking stick or a trekking pole, which I'll show you trekking poles here in a moment, is they provide a little bit of extra stability when you're hiking and backpacking. And again, remember, you're not 20 something or 30 something or even 40 something. You're in your 50s now, maybe 45 and up. You want a little more stability because you don't want to get hurt. It's a lot easier to get hurt the older you get, I've found. And you don't recover quite as fast. I've seen my son run up and down the trail and I'm crawling along with my little walking stick. So I would recommend that. Most walking sticks come in twos. These were some walking or trekking poles. I apologize. There's trekking poles. This is a walking stick. These are trekking poles. Okay. These are trekking poles my son gave me. I love using these things. I use them all the time. This is what they typically look like. And what I mean by is when they fold out. Let me show you. So this is a trekking pole, and they come out like this, and like this. Okay, and you're gonna put it whatever's gonna work for you. Usually these have a little measurement here you can use. This bottom part doesn't. You just kind of do what works for you. I like mine right about here, so it's right almost to my chest. I find it provides a little more stability. Okay, and there's two of these. I won't be using these today, but these are great for backpacking. Okay, especially when you have a heavy load on. I would recommend bringing two. If you're filming like I do, it can be a little bit cumbersome at times, but when you're not filming, you put your camera on your shoulder thing. It's fine. And a lot of these come with something, and I'm going to show you. They usually come with the base, which is this right here. Okay, but sometimes they'll come with a boot, and I'll show you what that is in a moment. Or a larger one of these little guard deals. So I got myself some additional trekking poles. Okay, here's one of them. There was two of them, but the other one broke, so that's why I have one. But this is what I like to use when I go on a day hike. It's just easier to maneuver, but it still gives me that stability. Now, obviously, two trekking poles are going to be better than one. But one of the things I like about these is this one came with this boot. Okay. Now, I thought I'd never use these boots. So I just put them away. And I was using both of these on a backpacking trip, and one of them broke. So that's the reason I only have one. And unfortunately, I kept one of these boots, but threw the other one away, thinking, I'm never going to use this. And the only reason this one wasn't thrown away is because I forgot about it. These little boots are really easy. You can put it just on like this. Okay, and this will fit on just about any trekking pole. This is the one from REI. Fits right on there. My advice is keep these things, because what they're good for, let me show you. What these are good for is when you're hiking in an area where the ground is really hard. Okay. For instance, if you check out my video when I was on the San Juan de Anza Old Stage Road, a lot of that this time of year, well, now it's all muddy, but a lot of the trail is also really hard. That sandstone gets super hard, and these spikes are good when the ground isn't terribly hard, but when it's hard as rock, or maybe you want to use these when you're getting ready for your hiking on a street or something. These little boots are perfect for that sort of thing. So I regret that I only have one of these boots. So I usually just take this when I use this one, which I use on the Emerald Forest Trail. These boots are great. So again, this is a quick little short video, but hopefully this is helpful. I would again highly recommend that you you keep these when you get your trekking poles, and I would look for trekking poles that come with these. Trekking poles can be really expensive. These REI ones were about 80 bucks, and they're great. I love using these things. They're very helpful. I won't be using them today. I'm gonna use my my walking stick just because I haven't used it in a while, just for fun. But look for ones that come with the attachments. Some of them come with a larger version of this still. I'm not even sure what this thing is called. The guard or whatever. They come with bigger ones for if you're in snow or muddy areas. Like again, the San Juan de Anza Trail, if I were to go up there now, it's probably really muddy. So having a larger version of this would probably have been helpful. Unfortunately, like an idiot, I threw them away thinking I'm never gonna use these things. I am grateful that I at least have one of these boots. So when I do use this, it really comes in handy. Sometimes I'll put it on there. So I usually just put it in my pocket. It doesn't take up a lot of room. But there you go. And these trekking poles hopefully will help you have a more enjoyable time backpacking and hiking. So just enjoy the outdoors, enjoy getting out there in the wilderness. But you're 50 and older now, so be smart. Use those little gray cells in between your ears and get some trekking poles. These were like 30 bucks. I bought on Amazon. You don't have to spend a lot of money on trekking poles. You can go to your local Big Five REI has some reasonable priced ones as well. But if you're like, hey, I want to get the best, REI is a good place to go. But my advice is you don't need to go expensive if you're just exploring this as an idea. As you go later on, if you're like, hey, I really love doing hiking and backpacking, I'm gonna get some better trekking poles, then go ahead. These were like 30 bucks on Amazon. They're go together. They work fine. They hold, I'm 260, they held my weight. The only reason the one broke is because it got the trekking pole got stuck in a crevice, and I went one way and it went the other, and it snapped in half. But it was still actually kind of connected, but I eventually threw it away, along with the extra boot, which was kind of a dumb idea. I should have kept that boot. These boots are great. Highly recommend them, especially if you want to do some like hiking in your neighborhood or an area where the ground is rock hard. These are much better for that sort of thing, because they're actually like a shoe almost. All right, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will put the description of the trekking poles in the description below right there. And as far as a walking stick, just find a stick that works. A good size, good sturdy one. This one works for me. This is about half my size. It's been great. I've had it for, gosh, over 10 years. I haven't used it in a few years because I've gone to using trekking poles. But today I'll be using it on the hike down to the beach today. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Fat Guy in His Backpack. And get out there, 50-something, Gen Xers, you can do it. Enjoy the wilderness. Let me show you one more time. Look at this. This is all, look, even an outhouse. Huh? What Gen Xer doesn't want an outhouse on their day hike? Okay? You can do it, have fun, use your brain, get some trekking poles or a walking stick. You can easily find these wherever you go. And it's kind of fun with a knife to whittle it down. Just don't cut your hand. And there you go. All right, guys, we'll see you on the trail. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe to Fat Guy in His Backpack.